Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5 best camera for YouTube. Starting at number 5. Sony Cámara Digital. If you prefer the convenience of a built-in lens, the Sony ZV-1 is the best point-and-shoot we've tested for YouTube. It's essentially a smaller Sony ZV-E10 with a fixed lens, and just like that camera, it has a fully articulated screen, dedicated vlogging focus modes, and a microphone optimized for vlogging. While you don't get as much flexibility with a fixed lens, it's an easier jump from using smartphones since you don't have to worry about lenses. The other advantage of the ZV-1 is that it's more compact than an interchangeable lens camera, although not as portable as the GoPro Hero 9 Black mentioned above. Just be aware that a smaller camera means a smaller battery and shorter battery life, along with a tendency to overheat during longer recording sessions. If that isn't a deal breaker, this is one of the best YouTube cameras for those who want something simple and compact. Coming at number 4. Cámara de acción Superscript 3 and GoPro. If your cell phone isn't cutting it, but you can't afford an interchangeable lens camera, then your best bet for vlogging on the cheap is a GoPro. The GoPro Hero 9 Black is the first GoPro to feature a dual-screen design, letting you monitor yourself on its front-facing screen while vlogging. While the GoPro Hero 10 Black and GoPro Hero 11 Black improve upon the Hero 9 in a few ways, the Hero 9 can still do about 90% of what the Hero 10 can do at a lower price point, giving it a ton of value for those looking to shoot action videos or walk and talk vlogs. Older GoPro models, like the GoPro Hero 8 Black, are also available to buy if you want to save even more money. They'll give you similar video stabilization and plenty of high frame rate options, though they lack front-facing live view screens. While it isn't as versatile as some of the options mentioned above, the GoPro is the best cheap YouTube camera you can get thanks to its size, price, and ease of use. At number 3. Sony Alpha Z. If you're on a tighter budget and don't need a viewfinder, the Sony ZV-E10 is one of the best budget cameras you can get for vlogging. Like the Fujifilm X-S10, it's part of a recent slew of mirrorless vlogging cameras, and unlike the more photography-oriented Sony i+/6400 above, it has a fully articulated screen that makes it easy to monitor yourself. Plus, extra features like a revamped internal microphone and a dedicated focus mode for product vloggers. The lack of a viewfinder does make it a little less versatile, and it doesn't feel as well constructed as the pricier A6400. But if you know you're mostly going to be shooting videos, the ZV-E10 is worth considering, especially at this price. That said, its E-stabilization feature isn't amazing, and no IBIS means relying on optically stabilized lenses. If you'd prefer a camera with better stabilization, a micro Four Thirds option like the Olympus OMD M10 Mark IV comes with 5-axis IBIS and falls in the same price range, making it a great alternative if stabilization and portability are priorities. All in all, though, the ZV-E10 is still the best camera for YouTube beginners and those on a budget thanks to its class-leading autofocus, larger sensor, and microphone input. Number 2 of my list. Sony A6400 Cámara. While the Fujifilm X-S10 is a great all-arounder, there are still some excellent options at slightly lower price points, especially when you factor in the cost of lenses. The Sony i+/6400 is one such camera and makes for an excellent vlogging and YouTube camera. While it doesn't have in-body image stabilization like the Fuji, it's well constructed and relatively portable, with a ton of native and third-party lens options that you can eventually upgrade your setup with. Best of all is Sony's excellent autofocus system, which has a very reliable face and eye tracking feature. Battery life is solid €, better than the Fujifilm €, and the camera doesn't impose any time limit on recording, which is great for recording longer uninterrupted takes. That said, it doesn't have a vari-angle screen, though you can still flip its screen all the way up to face you. It's not ideal since a mic mounted on the hot shoe can get in the way, but overall it's a small price to pay for what is an excellent mid-range option for YouTube content creators. And number 1. CA with tilde Cámara sin espejo Fujifilm. The Fujifilm X-S10 is the best 4K camera for YouTube that we've tested. This mirrorless APS-C camera is Fujifilm's first dedicated vlogging camera, and it offers plenty of features at a reasonable price point. With an autofocus system that can keep up remarkably well in video and a high frame rate mode in 1080p for slow motion recording, it's a super versatile camera for a range of video work. Its fully articulated screen makes it a good fit for walk and talk vlogs as well as videos that require more of a studio setup. Plus, it's one of the few cameras in its price range to feature in-body image stabilization, which can help smooth out camera shake when shooting handheld. If your ambitions lie beyond YouTube, you might prefer a more advanced camera like the Panasonic Lumix GH5 II, which has better internal video recording capability and offers more recording formats and codecs. However, it's probably overkill for most aspiring YouTubers, and the Fujifilm makes for an easier entryway into video for those just starting. Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.